What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another prediction video here on the channel. Midweek games were pretty good. We got 6 of them correct in the winner part, or the winner slash draw, however the outcome. Let's just say that. So I think it's even going to be a better weekend. So also, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe. Join the Discord. We want some more people in there. Not too much going on right now, but the more people, the better. Let's all get in there. Let's chat, especially with it coming down to the wire. Decision day, I think we have 8 games left. Like, it's crazy that it's almost over for the regular season. So that's enough of that. Let's jump into it. First up, we have Minnesota United versus FC Dallas. Currently, Minnesota are 3 wins and 2 losses in the last 5. And then you have FC Dallas at 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5. These 2 teams are currently 3rd and 4th in the table there in the West. And it's a close race again. The 7th place team, it has 39 points, so they're in striking distance. So these 2 teams still need to perform well to make sure they solidify their playoff spots there. Minnesota United haven't lost to FC Dallas in their last 6 meetings. They are 4 wins and 2 draws. Also, Minnesota has not kept a clean sheet in the last 7 matches. And it doesn't really give anything there information for FC Dallas. Minnesota has won this matchup 6 times. Dallas has won it 5, and they've drawn 3 times. With that being said, Real Salt Lake beat Minnesota United midweek. And then over the weekend, FC Dallas drew with Real Salt Lake. So both teams... Minnesota did not bring their A game, in my opinion, for the Real Salt Lake game, but they are at home here, and I believe that they get this done at home 2-1 over FC Dallas. Moving on, we have Columbus Crew versus Chicago Fire. Currently, Columbus Crew are 2 wins and 3 draws in their last 5, where Chicago are 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses. Columbus Crew set 6th in the table. Chicago Fire set 13th in the table. I do not believe that Chicago Fire have a chance to make it into the playoffs now. So with that being said, also Columbus Crew haven't lost in their last 5 matches. Chicago haven't scored in their last 3 matches. I think that they might get a goal here, but I don't think that they beat Columbus Crew. And Columbus needs to still go for that win just to make sure that they make the playoffs sitting in that 6th position. So I will have to go with them being at lower.com field that Columbus Crew win this game 2-0. Well, no, actually, I did say Chicago will score, so I'm going to change that. I'm actually going to say 3-1 there at lower.com field. Next up, we have New York Red Bull versus the Philadelphia Union, which, congratulations, Union, you have already qualified for the playoffs, which that's pretty good with 8 games left. 7 to 8 games. I need to really look at that. But anyway, the Red Bull are currently 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5, whereas the Philadelphia Union are 4 wins and a loss in their last 5. The Union are 1st in the table, where Red Bull are 3rd. The Red Bull, really, it doesn't really matter for them either. I think that they've pretty much made the playoffs. It's not guaranteed, but man, some things would really have to go wrong and right for other teams for them not to make it. They've done pretty well in their last 5 form. Philadelphia hasn't lost to the Red Bull in the last 8 matches against them. They've won 5 and drawn 3. Also, the Union have been playing so well. I mean, 12, 16 goals in the last 3 games. I don't think that they will do that to the Red Bull. I actually believe that this will end up in a draw. Since they are at Red Bull Arena, I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw there. So moving on, we have FC Cincinnati versus Charlotte FC. Currently, Cincinnati are 8th in the table, and their last 5 form is 1 win and 4 draws. For Charlotte FC, they are 1 win and 4 losses, sitting at 12th in the table. I really want FC Cincinnati to make the playoffs. They are sitting 1 point behind Inter Miami in that 7th spot. I think that Cincinnati can make a run if they get into the playoffs. I really do. I think they have the team if they could just be more consistent. FC Cincinnati haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 11 matches, and Charlotte haven't kept one in the last 5 matches. With this being at TQL Stadium, and Charlotte being a very mediocre team and not looking good in their last, 5, 6, 7 games, I have to say that FC Cincinnati win this game. I'm going to say pretty handedly, 2-0 there at TQL Stadium. So our last game for Saturday, we have Nashville SC versus Austin FC. Currently, Nashville are 3 wins and 2 losses, currently on a 3-game win streak. And Austin FC are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5. This is a 2 against 5 matchup. I think you guys know who's 2 and who is 5. These two teams have only played against each other one time, and that was in Nashville, and Nashville won that game 1-0. That was back in May. Austin, though, have not kept a clean sheet in the last 5 matches, but they are very good away from home. This is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be the best matchup of the weekend. With the way that Nashville has been playing in the last 3 games and how dominant they have been in their wins, I actually think that they're going to upset Austin. I guess it's not really an upset because Austin is away, but Austin has also been pretty dominant. They did lose against the Timbers, but I think that they're going to lose again, and I think Nashville will win this game. It's going to be close. It's going to be 2-1, I will say, and I think that Nashville get a late goal. Hopefully it's Mukhtar. Mukhtar, he is on fire right now. He got that hat-trick, first hat-trick at Geodis Park, so kudos to him. But yes, I will go 2-1 Nashville SC over Austin. Which leads us into our first game on Sunday, which is Portland Timbers versus Atlanta United. Currently, the Timbers are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in the last 5. And Atlanta United are 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5. Currently, Atlanta are 11th in the table in the East, whereas the Timbers are just squeaking into the playoffs at 7th in the West there. Timbers, though, have not kept a clean sheet in the last 9 matches, and Atlanta have not kept a clean sheet in the last 6. Atlanta currently have won the last 2 games against Portland, one being away and one being home, and both of those scores were 2-0, but this goes all the way back to 2019 and 2018. These two teams against each other, Atlanta have won twice, and they have drawn twice. Timbers do not have a win here. They are playing at Providence Park. They are on a 2-game win streak. They will continue that win streak. They will beat Atlanta. I really hate to say that because I want Atlanta to win. I want them to make the playoffs, but I think at this point, I don't know if they can do it. And I think it's a little too late for Pineda to put in the other goalkeeper. He should have done it 2 or 3 matches ago, in my opinion. I do like Rico. He's not good enough yet for professional at this level, especially for a team that expects wins and everything. He's letting little things in. So I'm glad that they're giving this other guy a shot. I forget what his last name is. I do apologize. Yes, you can call me what a great fan I am. But I hope that they win. I would like them to go into Portland and win, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Portland win this game 3-1 there at Providence Park. Next up, we have DC United versus Colorado Rapids. Both of these teams not doing very well in their last 5, other than DC United did win against New York City FC, a struggling NYCFC. Currently, DC is 1 win and 4 losses in their last 5. Colorado are 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5. DC United are 14th in the East, and Colorado are 11th in the West. DC United haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 5 matches, and they haven't scored in their last 2 home matches. That's not good. It's not good, in my opinion. Yeah, it's only 2, but they have struggled so much this year, and it's pretty disappointing. And then also Colorado, they haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 8 matches. I believe that this game is going to end in a draw just because of the caliber of these two teams, and Colorado are very much struggling right now. I think it ends in a 1-1 draw there at Audi Field. Next up, we have Toronto FC versus Montreal, the Canadian Derby. Currently, Toronto are 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in the last 5. And Montreal are 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. They lost to the Red Bulls. Currently, Montreal are 2nd, where Toronto are 10th in the East there. Toronto are unbeaten in the last 5 home matches, but also at the same time, Montreal are unbeaten in their last 4 away matches. This is going to be a good game. I want Montreal to win this. I think that they're a very good squad. I'm very surprised they lost to the Red Bulls, but the Red Bulls are very good away for some reason this year. I don't understand how that works. But anyway, they are at BMO Field there in Toronto. I do believe that Montreal will get this done on the road, and I think it's going to be a close one, and I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for Montreal. Next up, we have LA Galaxy versus Sporting Kansas City. LA are currently 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in the last 5, and Sporting are 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5. Both of these teams are currently out of the playoffs. Galaxy are sitting 8th, while Sporting are sitting 13th. I don't believe there is any chance for Kansas City to make the playoffs at all, but LA are sitting 1 point outside of 7th behind the Timbers. And then to even go further than that, I think it's 5 outside of Real Salt Lake. So that first 6 on the West, man, they've got it pretty well set in stone unless something goes really bad for Nashville, Real Salt Lake, or Dallas. LA haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 5 matches, but they are unbeaten in their last 4 home games. Sporting Kansas City have won the last 3 matches against LA Galaxy, though, which 2 of them were at home, and then 1 was away, but the 1 away was back in 2021. With that being said, I think that this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Currently, Sporting are on a 2-game win streak, and LA is actually on a 4-game unbeaten streak. And then 4 games unbeaten at home is also a great stat. So it's going to be a tough matchup. And I think that LA Galaxy continue with that unbeaten streak, but it is going to be a draw. I think that this game ends in a 2-2 draw there in LA. Moving on, we have the New England Revolution versus NYCFC. Currently, the Revs are 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in the last 5, and NYCFC are 1 win and 4 losses in their last 5. It's very disappointing for them. They are sitting at 4th in the table, and the Revs are 9th in the table. The Revs do have a chance to make the playoffs there because they are only 1 point away from that 7th spot. So they're in the running, and NYCFC, they're just falling. I mean, slowly but surely they are falling down the ranks there. It's crazy, again, I think I said this before, how one player has changed the whole team. Currently, though, NYCFC have won the last 3 matches against the Revs. Again, 2 of them are at home, and 1 of them are away, which the away win was back in 2021, like the previous game. But there at Gillette Stadium, I think with NYCFC struggling, they're going to continue to struggle. I believe that New England will get this done at home, 1-0. It's going to be very low scoring, 1-0 over NYCFC. Next up, we have Seattle Sounders versus Houston Dynamo. The Sounders still struggling. I really thought that they were going to make the playoffs. If you look back at my other videos, they went through the CONCACAF stuff, and I thought that for sure they'd turn it around. They struggled at the beginning of the season. They started in the middle, started really ramping it up, and then they have fallen off. So I don't believe that they'll make the playoffs. Houston, I don't believe, have a chance now, unless something spectacular happens. But currently, Seattle are a draw and 4 losses in the last 5 games, and Houston are 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses in their last 5. Seattle are sitting 10th, while Houston are sitting 12th in the table. I guess there might be a slim chance Seattle could make it, but they would have to pretty much win out, I would believe. They haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 5 matches, and they haven't won a game in their last 5 matches. Houston have not kept a clean sheet in the last 12 matches, so there will be goals in this game. I think that Seattle will win this game. They are at Lumen Field, playing against a struggling Houston Dynamo team. I think we're going to see some goals in this game. I think it's going to be like 3-2, maybe 4-2. Don't know why, that's just how I'm feeling. But I think we're going to roll with 4-2 over Houston Dynamo. Now that leads us into our second to last game on Sunday for the weekend. We have San Jose Earthquake versus Vancouver Whitecap. Currently, San Jose are 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses in the last 5. And Vancouver are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in the last 5. I don't think that either one of these teams are going to make it. I know San Jose is not going to make it, but I believe that the Whitecaps will not make the playoffs. So I do believe that the Earthquake are going to win this game. And I'll say that they shut out the Whitecaps. I think that they're going to win this game 2-0 there at Earthquake Stadium. Which leads us into the last game of the weekend. We have LAFC versus Real Salt Lake. Currently, LAFC are 2 wins, 3 losses in the last 5, and Real Salt Lake are 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5. This is a 1 versus 6 matchup. LAFC, though, are currently on a 3-game losing streak. This is going to be a good game. I think Real Salt Lake are trying to really solidify their position in the playoffs, but I think that LA is going to wake up here. I think I said that in the last video, though, because they were on a 2-game losing streak, which now they're on a 3-game losing streak, losing to a terrible Houston Dynamo team over the weekend. LAFC haven't lost to Real Salt Lake in their last 5. They've actually won all 5 games. But Real Salt Lake have scored 8 goals in their last 5 matches. So I don't know. This one's going to be a hard one for me to pick. I think LA get it done, but I think it's going to be low scoring. I'm going to go 2-1 LAFC for this matchup. But not so fast. We're going to do one more pick for this video. I am going to be busy for the next week, and so we're going to pick that one midweek game. I was thinking about doing one video for just this, but it'd be a very short one. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to include it in here. It is on my birthday. Hopefully I'll get to watch a little bit of it. It is NYCFC versus FC Cincinnati. Like I said before, I really want FC Cincinnati to make the playoffs. And this 5 form that I'm about to say is what they have before the weekend, before their matchups on Saturday and Sunday. So currently NYCFC are 1 win and 4 losses, where FC Cincinnati are 1 win and 4 draws in the last 5. I think I picked NYCFC to lose against the Revs, and I have FC Cincinnati beating Charlotte over the weekend. And with that, that puts NYCFC on a 3-game losing streak, and then that would give that would add to FC Cincinnati's unbeaten streak. The record for these two teams are NYCFC have won 6 matches. They have drawn 1. FC Cincinnati have not beaten NYCFC. And I think that changes in this game. I think that FC Cincinnati go into NYCFC because they want to make the playoffs. I just believe in them. That this is the team I want to make the playoffs so bad. I have talked to one of the subscribers about it. Like I really like FC Cincinnati. So I think that they're going to win this game. It's going to be a 2-1 win for FC Cincinnati, in my opinion. So thank you for watching. That is it for the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Again, join the Discord. I want to get people talking. Also, if you want to reach out and just talk to me, that is fine too. Tweet at me. DM me on Instagram. I'm always willing to talk about soccer in general, but especially the MLS. I've really come to like the MLS this year. So, again, thank you all for watching. Let's keep pushing to that 300 subscriber mark. We're getting there, almost halfway there. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.